Everybody, thanks for hanging out. It's Kiki, and I wanted to just make a quick video about this new lecture series that I'm attending. So, yesterday I attended one for brain and cell health, which I spoke about already, and a second one that I'm attending is about rewiring the nervous system, and I'm very excited to learn all about that, and I can't wait to share what I do learn. The reason I'm so excited about this class is because the occupational therapist who is leading it believes that we can heal ourselves and we can heal ourselves through our nervous system by making lifestyle changes and adding therapy. And that is the way I would like to deal with my long COVID is mostly lifestyle changes and other like somatic therapies before I go into the pharmaceutical route. I know I was going to do the guanfacine. I even picked up the prescription. But then I realized that I didn't even want to try it because of all the side effects, and I don't want to lose my libido again. And it's just coming back. There is a clinical trial I may be participating in. It's called low dose naltrexone, and it's an anti inflammatory type drug. This naltrexone is not supposed to be for long COVID or inflammation. It's, I think, for opioid addiction or whatnot, but they found in low doses, so you take the one pill, and you crush it up, and you combine it with 100 milliliters of water, then you have a syringe and you take 1 ml every time. That's how they make the low dose. Helps that dose, the low dose, helps with the inflammation. So, I might try that one because the side effects are not so bad. It doesn't list like libido or like death or anything like that. So I'm really excited to contribute to that study and have my data in there to help other people as well. So let me talk about the Rewiring Your Nervous System workshop, class 1 of 6 that I attended yesterday. Some notable things, some notable slides in here. I do like that she mentioned that our brains and our central nervous system, there is plasticity and we can change it and we can heal ourselves. She was also talking about the basics of the nervous system and how it is so useful for us for when we are in danger and we can be in fight, flight, freeze, fawn mode when something comes up. And the example she used was like a lion. If you come across a lion, then you go into one of those modes. So, for example, with the lion, for fawn, the fawn mode, you will give the lion something to eat. If you were in the flight mode, you run away. If you're fight, then you would fight it. If you're a freeze, you don't move. And then if you faint, in the faint mode, you would faint. So, and with the normal stress system, you go through the cycle of you encounter a threat, engage survival mode, then you return to safety and you go back to a relaxed system. But what I am finding with my body is that my system is not relaxed. So I've been utilizing a lot of meditation, herbal teas, deep breathing, and baths and things like that. But, oh, and stretching. But it's still like in that heightened state. I am running every 4 days or so, so that probably could be increasing the inflammation. But I need to do that to try to increase the capacity. Every time I run, I do get a little bit of inflammation, but I am actually able to do more. So it's like graded exercise. So with the issue with long COVID, you get a lot of inflammation and your central nervous system, autonomic nervous system is locked onto the on mode. So you are thinking that line is always there and it doesn't go back to the off mode. And the occupational therapist was saying that she really believes that people can heal because she had ME/CFS as well. And she healed it herself through like somatic modalities. And she said the reason why, with the statistics, only 8% of patients with ME/CFS heal is because the doctors are not integrated. So if you talk to a doctor about a head thing, they're not talking to the other doctor that's talking, that's dealing with your intestines, like the doctors, the specialists, they're not integrated. So then therefore the information doesn't get transferred and you just have pieces of the puzzle, but they're not all put together. A cool parable, she said, like if you want to think about it, is the parable of the elephant, where there's a bunch of blind people and they're all touching the elephant, and one goes touching the trunk, and it's like, I feel like this is a snake, and one's touching the tusk, like, oh, this one's like a tiger. But as you can hear, like each blind person feels different portions of the body, but they don't have the whole picture. So that's what's happening with our medical system today. And I found out through that class that I'm dysregulated, which is why I'm having all these symptoms. So if I get to the core, if I get to the core of the inflammation of my dysregulation through regulating myself with other techniques, then I'm hoping logically I should be able to reduce the effects of this long COVID that's going on. Oh, another funny thing about the session yesterday was she said that the amygdala, which is in our brain, is nicknamed the screaming almond of terror. And when that one is switched on permanently, that's the one that's causing problems, all of the dysregulation. But it's like a little small almond. And people that are neurodivergent, like ADHD, they have a bigger amygdala, bigger almond of terror, and less connections to the prefrontal cortex. So there's like a link to that. It's really funny. I mean, there's just some basics here about the central nervous system. I feel like these are all Googleable, but to sum it up, our central nervous system there is to protect us, and sometimes it feels like it's doing the right job, but it's not. And there are modalities here to help you reset. Now, we haven't gone over any of the techniques yet. That was the first session, was just the introduction, like what to expect, and um, what the introduction to the central nervous system is. So there's not a lot that I can share with you guys yet, but I wanted to announce that I was going. But one of the things that we did work on was to try to categorize yourself in which fight flight mode you are in by thinking about when you are dysregulated, what do you exhibit? And for me, I feel like I'm in flight a lot, but I'm not too sure. I'm gonna send her an email so I can figure it out. Oh, one tip she was saying, I'm just looking at my notes here. She said that if you're getting flashbacks, like if you're getting the PTSD feeling again, try to ground yourself by speaking facts, like saying, hey, my age is 35, I'm here in my kitchen, I'm safe now, to help try to mitigate all of the feelings. So I like that she gave us one technique actually. So you find out, so the homework was you find out what kind of fight flight mode you're in, and then practice grounding by speaking facts to yourself when you are transported back to your PTSD moments. And our homework, our step-by-step homework was when you are in the fight, flight, freeze, or fawn mode, you acknowledge it. And then you tell yourself to, I am safe enough and there is no threat in the environment after checking to make sure there is no threat. And then 3, then you have to say something like, how human of me. This is a normal reaction to feeling unsafe. So that is our homework this week until I see her again next week. And it is just to recognize when you're dysregulated, tell yourself you're okay, and give yourself a hug, show yourself you're okay. Oh, the rest of the slides are on here. Maybe the other of the modalities will be in here too. Okay, well, anyways, I'm gonna go now, and thank you so much for listening. I wanted to share that I started this central nervous system seminar, and it's 6 sessions. So every session I will report back what I learn, and it'll be the TLDR, and it'll be quick, but it'll help me practice my speaking. Okay, bye guys.